Hello and welcome to a very quick and dirty Emily update. Emily 80% guide update. This isn't a full guide. This is meant to be a supplementary thing where I'm going to add things from mission 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So missions 2, 3, and 4, pretty much the same. So yeah, you can use the old guide for that. The guide is 3 years old, but other than that, the route is still up to date. You can reference the world record, you can reference this, and you can figure out what's different. I want to basically make a different sort of thing later on where I would cover every single mission one by one. That's a bit of a longer project though, and it's easier to keep that up to date. So there's just kind of short, unscripted, dirty way to basically show you what's changed and how to do it. So if you've seen that previous tutorial, like I would recommend you watching that first. It's like an hour. This bottle skip is very different nowadays. So in the tutorial, I'll show you this thing where I go and throw up there. But there is a different way to do this. We can grab either this bottle or this glass or this bottle. It doesn't really matter. And you want to basically come here around these bullets. So what you would do is grab the thing, come around these bullets, then you lean, look down, where you can still see the gun case interaction prompt. You see that? And then you see the shadow. So I like to look at around the shadow. Then you throw the bottle and interact. That's it. I have throw on left alt. That's why you might see that. So it's the same thing as left clicking for me. Let's do that again. We're going to get right into it, okay? Right into it. So you grab the bottle. So what I like to do is come here, grab the bottle, lean, look down, throw, interact. Very easy. Let's do it again. Grab bottle, lean. Now I'm a bit far away, so that could have maybe not worked. So I prefer to kind of be in the middle of this bullet. One more time, just for the sake of it. To show you that this is totally... you know, it's not random. There we go. I fucked it up. So, why? I don't know. Maybe didn't look low enough. I have absolutely zero clue. There we go. Let's get to the next one, which is, I think, mission 5. For conservatory, a couple things have changed. There is this thing, which I wouldn't necessarily recommend you do, because it's pretty fucking hard, and you save minuscule amounts of time. But if you really want to go for it, this is how I do it. So I'll show you my setup. This just skips basically this first thing. It saves a couple seconds. But if you fail it, especially if you jump down here and you fail, and it'll spawn you really far away, and that's pretty fucked up. If you fail it another way like this, it'll put you in the cutscene. You lose less time, but you still lose time. So if you're just starting out, I would not recommend doing this. But what I do is I run, and at the very edge of that thing right there, I jump, and then I turn my camera sharply. So this and like that, and I just missed it. It's not 100% for me at all, not even close. And the only reason I'm going for it ever is because, you know, for sub 20 purposes. So Christ almighty, it's even different if you have any bone charms or anything. It's very different. Just with agility 2 alone, it's pretty rough. Let's do it again. There we go. Okay. Then with this next climb, what you want to do is jump here. You want to go on the right side of this vine right here. And then just, you can either do this where you just shake your camera when you climb up like this. Or you can do it in like a circular motion. I used to do the circular motion. Now I do the back and forth. This saves around 13 to 15 seconds, kind of depending how fast you are. So you can do it like this. Where you kind of, you know, you don't want to hold shift, by the way. Do not hold shift. You can see I'm not holding shift. But either way, when you get on top, you want to double jump and aim at these things, whatever, floating rocks, right? So, again, jump, let go of shift, and then do it like this. I'm doing all of these like a couple times so you can reference if you have trouble, but there we go. And then you jump. You can if you just double jump, it's safe, omega safe. If you want to play around for yourself, seeing where the trigger hitbox for this is, go ahead. Not mandatory. It's not really that big of a deal. If you double jump, you'll pretty much always... No, not even pretty much. You'll just always make it. But make sure to sprint at the top. you have to sprint at the top, or otherwise you might not make it. So sometimes the game eats your sprint. Why does it do that? I don't know, but that's just video game. For the actual main conservatory, not a lot has changed, but I'll show you what has. So the same route applies. You do this like this, then you go here, you do an F cancel here, do a jump, double jump, do like that. Don't get a hard fall. If you do, just do a leap from there, and then here. Here's where the changes have happened. So instead of like just going up here and then just like going through and killing Delilah, which you can still do, perfectly fine, go for it. What I like to do instead is to jump out. It's a bit risky, but you can jump out. So basically, either you jump on this or you double jump before this, like this, and then you aim up to get like a little double jump here. Either one works. So let's do that again. Like that. You get here. And then when you're stuck in this corner, you can aim next to Brianna right here and shoot an incendiary and she dies. The reason why this is good is because Emily doesn't need the mana potion. Emily doesn't need the key because we just clip into the thing anyway. So if you're really tight on mana, maybe don't do this. Go instead, grab the potion. Go inside and grab the potion instead. What you can also do is just come here and just far reach into this corner. And then do this again. And then, you know, it's the normal stuff. Everything else is the same. Nothing's changed here. Go like this. I'll just show this end, because why not? Whee! Then you do an F cancel from this thing. Like this. And again, good fucking luck figuring out where you're going to jump exactly, etc. That's not going to be something you can always determine. Just do your best. So for mission 6, we have a little bit of a funny little thing here. So what you want to do is you want to run, interact with Sokolov, then we grab this bottle from here, this one, or this glass, sorry. You do far reach, and then depending on your mana situation, I'm just going to do another far reach. Then you come here to this little dot, be on the left side of it. You look up, double jump, and at the very apex, you throw it. What happens is this now. When you press all right, let's go, the glass is going to hit your head. You're going to get an animation cancel. But I'm obviously not going to do that. And I missed, apparently. Or it hit me or I missed. But I'll just show it to you again. You grab this. You go here. Like this. And then... Bong! Very nice. I don't know if the hitbox is different when you say no or if you say yes, because I'm pretty sure I was at the same spot, but I'll do that one more time just to show it off, right? It's pretty easy. Sadly, we can't do the mission 8 bottle skip. There's a very similar bottle skip in mission 8, but we can't do that with Emily because you need to get a bit more height. And throwing distance, basically, which you can do with Blink, but you can't do with Far Reach. Pop. That saves like a good 2.5 to 3 seconds or something. It's ridiculously easy. Then I'm going to show you how to do this, but I'm just going to preface this. Do not fucking message me asking, oh, Sarah, I have a 37-minute time. I can't get mission 6 intro clip. Fuck you, okay? I'm just saying this. Don't do this, okay? Just going out there, don't do this. Unless you're going for a ridiculously... It saves like 8 seconds with good execution. Perfect execution, like 10 seconds, okay? But I'm just going to put it out on the video because people are going to ask anyway, so it's out there. Anyway, this clip was like... Someone have figured this out like 2017 or something. It just wasn't really worth it. First of all, it's really gimmicky. What you need to do is make sure you have your gameplay difficulty, and you have the slowed time from quick access wheel. So when we're going to be pressing quick access wheel, which for me is G, time is slowing down. This is very important because we're going to be clipping out of this wall like this. And spamming this key allows you to basically get through that wall. So let's do it. The tricky part of this is that The tricky part of this is that there isn't like a setup. I've tried figuring out a constant setup. What I just do is I get into the corner like this. I just look directly straight ahead. I lean, and then I just try to, the first, crouch. The first moment I get basically like this, the first kind of far reach, that's when I do it. And then when this happens, you just hold forward and spam the hotkey for this. It's middle mouse, I believe, normally, but for me it's G. So let's do it one more time. Like I said, this isn't easy. You shouldn't necessarily do this, but I can't tell you what to do. So I could just guide you. Then from here, you can do an F cancel. Like that. I'll show that all again. But it's something you will have to play around with because it's going to feel very unnatural. Unless you're really comfortable with F cancels, this is going to feel really shitty. There's multiple ways this can fuck up, by the way. Like right now, I'm not getting through this wall. So I just wasted a bunch of mana. I just wasted a bunch of time. Like that. So the F cancel, if you don't do an F cancel, what happens is this. You don't really get enough speed. So I believe the main tutorial does teach you how to F cancel, which is just literally you just far reach and then you spam F a couple times. The reason why I far reach again here is try to get like a nice little curve up here. And then the next bitchy part is this. If you're under this thing, you can't jump up. If you are too far away, you can't necessarily grab the ledge always. So what I like to do is, god damn it, I like to do it like this. You hold backwards when you jump, just like in mission 9 you could have done before. God damn it. And then you hold forwards after the second jump. And you get a pretty easy mantle. Pretty easy climb up. Then here is a very good spot between all of these windows right here. What you can do is do this. Swift your camera like a couple times because that's how you see. This isn't going to clip. If you look at the far reach indicator, that isn't going to clip. But that is. It basically has to have a strong curve down. Like this. And then you just clip through. You can't clip through these walls. You can't clip through this pillar. And you can't clip through that lamp. So one more time just for good measure. F cancel. Far reach. Again, this would all depend on how your mana is. You basically want to end this mission with no mana. You get a full regen after this mission. And then you just do riddle, as you normally would. So that's mission 6. For mission 7, we have a pretty nasty route that saves like 3.5 to 4 seconds, which I'm not going to recommend if you're learning this like for the first time ever, because this sucks. That first leap sucks. This leap sucks a lot too. I'm just showing you how it goes first. And then this third leap is really bad. And then this fourth leap is just abysmal. If you fail any one of these, especially the last 3, there's 4 leaps total, right? If you fail any of the last 3 leaps, you're going to be losing time. It's just straight up pretty much. Especially the last one, you're going to fall down. You don't have time to block. If you block, you might stun an enemy, or you're going to get a hard fall, which means that you're just going to lose time. Not good. So don't do this. Do what I showed in the tutorial instead, which I can just recap here really quickly. I didn't get a save before. So you do this. Then just run to the right side. You can do multiple ways. You can do this. You can go here and do a leap here. Or you can just simply do something very easy, which is you come down here, you do this. Then you just sheath. You run. Right click, start sheathing instantly, and then you do a leap from here. Like that. And now I'll show you what the magic is for this alternative route. There isn't a magic. It's ass. It's fucking ass. Only thing I can tell you is that this first one, you want to be on the right corner, basically. So you don't want to be too much on the left side for it. And if you fuck it up, you can do a leap here. This is the first one. This is the only one you can pretty much fuck up. Then the next one, you have to be on the right side of this. If you're too much on the left, you're going to bonk that. So you need the key first. And then you need to do this. For the third one, you can't be looking too much here. Otherwise, you don't get a proper leap. So you can't do it like this. You have to like look at that thing. Then the third one, oh sorry, fourth one, you get into the corner, you crouch, you take a step back, and you aim at the middle of the door. There's multiple ways to do this. I'm just showing you how I do it. And then one more time from the top. Like I said, 3.5, 4 seconds. Again, very much not maybe the best thing to do if you're just practicing. If you have trouble with leaps, this is very aids. So just, you know, take your time. No shame in it, seriously. Rather finish runs than try to do some fancy, stupid strats that I do. And there we go. Like I showed you, I started blocking instantly. No way. That would be a reset for me. Not a good time, right? Very bad time. And then we're going to go to the second part of this mission. The ending here. I've already shown you the clips, right? But, you know, might as well refresh your memory. You go here, you aim here, clip. Do this. You can do it F cancel, double jump. Then you can save here and spam at this black part like this. Then I have a new setup here, which is it's a tiny setup, but it's still a setup. What I do is I run to this part right here, and then I aim somewhere around here, and I just run until I hit the edge. I turn around, and I move my mouse like that, right? I come here, I move my mouse like this, and then I just clip. And that just seems to put you in a good place where you can just clip through very consistently. So this, if you do it properly, obviously. So if you're unfamiliar why I'm swiveling my mouse like that, it's because that is going to force the cursor to be in a position where I can clip through. Because if you are just pointing it like here, you can see it's like grabbing that wall. This wouldn't clip. It needs to be pointing directly down. So how you can avoid it being stuck here like this is by moving it to the right side, because there is nothing here. And then when you move it back, it's not going to automatically attack this. You could avoid this by just simply looking from the left side. But this is so fucking alien to me that I would just rather turn to the right and like swivel it like this. So yeah, let's do that one more time. Like that. And then we have 2 clips here at the end, which I'm going to show you the first one, which is safe, absolutely safe. There is nothing weird about it. And then the second one is very dangerous. It saves you a bit of time, but like I said, dangerous. So the first one that is safe, you go to the left side in the middle of these stairs-ish, and then you can do like a similar swivel motion, because it's really hard for you to see. I can't fucking see the purple, right? I can't see the purple when I'm looking up. It's really hard for me to see. So what I like to do is go here, do a bit of a swivel, clip through, and you are on solid ground. Then you aim at the right side of the structure and just run forward, and then you just do a far reach. Don't do it like that, but, you know. So you can stay here. You can just chill here. So do it like this, and then like this. And we're through. Then you run all the way here to the last set of windows. At the second window, so this is the first one, second window, clip through, and you can interact with Sokolov as you fall down. So let me do that one more time. Go here, do this. Like that. Second window, interact with Sokolov. Done. Now the risky strat is on the right side of this, which you have to come here, and then you have to clip through. And when you're falling down, you have to instantly far reach, pretty much. You have to look to the right. That wasn't me looking to the right. Have to look to the right and far reach, or otherwise you're going to fall down and die. Which, you know, isn't good. So like that. So you can see it's a bit faster because you're going to get closer to this area, but it's also riskier and it's harder to do the clip. So what I like to do is I'm going to start looking up, and I'm holding my far reach, and I'm just like walking towards here, right? So what I do is like this, and as soon as I'm past this building, right? As soon as I'm past this building, I'm going to clip. So let me do that full speed. Don't move forward when you're doing it, though. So hopefully that makes some sort of a sense. Let me do both of them once more. Go here. Do a clip. Do that. If you don't like get proper speed and you kind of get like a straight far reach like that, you're gonna fall down. So don't do that. Just wait like just the tiniest moment. Like this. That was too long of a moment. At least you'll get to see what can happen, right? Normally I would cut all of the shit out, but no, not now. Like that, and then I'll do the harder clip once more. And just because I say it's harder, maybe it's easier for you, maybe this makes more sense to you. It didn't make more sense to me, but also I learned the earlier variant first, so that might be part of it. If you get stuck out of bounds when you're clipping to Sokolov, your position isn't correct. You can easily clip between the world and this tunnel, right? So you're on top of the tunnel and then you're just kind of fucked. So if you're really scared about the clip, you can save. You can do a quick save just above Sokolov, and then you clip down. But like you've seen, I've clipped through every single time. As long as you're in the right place, it's exactly like in Mission 5 clip, right? In Mission 5, if you clip badly, well, you're kind of fucking out of luck, mate. So, on to the next one. Mission 8. Okay, so normal stuff, right? You go here, you can grab the incendiary and the potion. You can do a leap here. But then now we don't need the rewire anymore. You just do an F cancel. Like this, you do a double jump F cancel, jump on top of this, double jump and aim here. Let's just jump down. Let's do that a couple times. Very easy. Saves you from picking up an extra rewire. You don't need to worry about any of that shenanigan. And this is very, very fast. So, best of both worlds, really. Like this. Don't fuck up the leap, thank you. Like this. Double jump from that F cancel. Like that. That was nice and easy. So I don't actually remember. I did look at the tutorial. I don't actually remember what we covered in it. So I'll just go through the M8. I mean, this isn't going to be that long of a video anyway. So I'll just go through the rest of this. I would suggest running here and then double jump, far reaching this. And then just like nudging that thing out. You have to just run and nudge it out. And then you can crouch and do a very easy leap here. What you can do instead is do an F cancel from top of the cart. I just wouldn't recommend that because it's very easy to fuck up. Because you don't have a lot of like room to do this in. You see, like, it's actually really rough. I used to do this all the time, but I don't do it anymore. Because it's just like horrible. So it's not worth it. This entire section, you have about like 52 seconds or something. It's on a timer, as long as you don't get duked. Because Megan's boat is... Where is it? It's like somewhere. Is it already going? So I don't know where Megan's boat is. But Megan's boat is basically going from the main... start of the mission to the end of the mission. And we'll just have to kill Duke and do all the other objectives in that time. So for that reason, doing the safe strat is always better. Like this. Like this. Then we have another strategy here, which is really good. You get stuck into this corner, and you look at the second part here, and you just do a normal leap, and you just go on, just hold that leap. Very easy, right? Let's do it again. This works for both Corvo and for Emily. Completely cuts any sort of RNG, any sort of jump manipulation away. You don't need to worry about any of that nonsense. You just hold space, or hold whatever macro key you have. For me, it's space. Like this. You can block if you want to, if you're afraid of whatever. Normally you don't get stuck, but hey, sometimes shit happens, right? Then there is a certain thing that I forgot to mention in the first tutorial completely, which we killed Duke. We didn't get duked, which is beautiful. This is something I forgot to mention in the first tutorial completely, and it sucks. Once we come here, it shows you this clip. You have to touch this door. You have to touch this door and interact with the button. If you interact with the button from far away, you can't interact with the statue. Hug the door, interact with the button, jump down, and do this. So, yeah, I forgot that in the first one, and that's one of the only things we forgot, unfortunately. And I don't know if the tutorial had the whale skip yet, but I'll show it to you anyway. So you can just copy my exact route there. There isn't really that much of an audio cue or visual cue that I use. I know some people have. some shenanigans like that. I've just simply learned to do this after you hear the crank sound from the boat, right? So listen to it. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can count in your head, or you can just kind of like feel it. But what you have to do is shoot the whale tank, interact with Megan, like that. The timing might be completely fucked up if you've quick saved here. So yeah, I'm pretty sure it's fucked up for me because I just quick saved. So oof. Yeah, that's okay. So you shoot the oil tank and then you interact with Megan. I'm not sure if that was in the tutorial, but either way, now it's here. And we can go right into the last mission here because there is something I want to show you. There is a bottle skip, a very easy bottle skip, which we could do. And we're going to do that. We're going to grab this glass, although it's a bottle skip, it's fine. And then when you come up here, you pull out your far reach, and then you just look up. Just make sure you're not moving at all. You just look up, throw, interact, right? So the same thing you do in mission 6, except you don't jump here because you just want to hit you as fast as you can, as fast as it can. So that's a very easy thing to do. This mission 9 intro otherwise is the same, but I'm just going to preface this with saying that there is a very nice skip after this, which saves 13 seconds, but it's fucking hard, okay? So don't be disencouraged. If you cannot get this next skip, don't worry about it. It's fine. This is really hard. And I'll show you what it entails. So the skip in question is skipping Delilah's animation going into the painting, right? And what I do is like this. I do an F cancel. Blindly, you can't even see it. Then you do this. Then you go up here. This is not going to even make it now. This isn't even going to make it now. It's really tight on the timer. You go up here and do a far reach right here. Then do a very fast climb. I'm doing it again. Like a very fast climb. Then a very long, like you take your fucking sweet time doing this far reach climb here. So fast. Very slow. Then you press E to lean and climb up. You aggro this bitch. Go here, and then you would do the skip. Which, looks like that. But it's really hard to do if she's not in the correct position, and it's gonna fuck up. And it's horrible. The only reason I can mostly kind of YOLO it is because I've done this like hundreds of times now. Like, I'm not kidding. The entire run, the entire World Recce run basically is gonna crash and burn if you don't get this. So, yeah. So an F cancel, climb up, and just hold that macro. Get to the tippity-toppity here. Climb here. Very quick far reach. Wait with the far reach. E to lean. Aggro witch. Shoot to leg. Do that. That is the exact timing, by the way, that I'm doing. I can't show you other than... I can just only show you the timing. It doesn't make any sense because she falls on her side and her buttocks. And there's like a 0.2 second time window that you have to interact with the heart. So you just literally have to try it out. And I know it sucks. But I'm going to show you why it's really bad. So let's say we're a bit slow here, okay? Let's say we're a bit slow. Let's say we don't really get an F cancel. Okay, and then we do a bit of a climb. And let's say we kind of fuck this up too. Oh no, we lost some speed. And then we go up here. And then we do this. So we are already out of the cycle. She is going to be... Well, now she's not going to be anywhere. But with doing that, she would have been out of the cycle. She would have been touching the painting, right? And that's bad. It's really, really bad. Because when she's touching the painting, she can fall... She can, first of all, she can teleport away. Or she can fall to her side. Or she can fall in a way that you can't interact with her because she falls inside something. So let me just go slow again. Oh no, really slow. We can do a little backup leap here. This game's full of backup leaps. Don't worry about it. I can't show you all of them. Do that. Interact. Make sure that you're aiming at the right spot before you let go. Be in combat. Do this. So now she's going to be on the painting, right? So you shoot her leg. She can fall inside this. Pretty bad. She can do a bunch of other crap, which is pretty bad. But yeah, I have a video. I have like a separate tutorial for this specific trick. Ow. Completely. But it's the same thing. Like, it just sucks. And I'm sorry about it, but it's not my fault. I didn't come up with this stuff. Like this. Like this. Beep. Go here. Do this. Shoot the leg. See, I interacted too slow. If you interact too slow, you can't do anything. You'll just have to go here. And that's why I would recommend picking up extra incendiary darts, so you can do the, you know, the classic shooting thing here. That's why the Mission 8 incendiary darts are actually really, really, really good. And I think that's that. I will show you now the other climb still that's in the main tutorial, which you should have seen if you've seen the main tutorial. But I'll show it because it's, if you want to do this skip, you can't really do that other climb because it's going to be too slow. Because you go, it's like a longer route, right? So I'm going to go as fast as I can. Never mind, I guess. I wanted to go as fast as I could, but I guess we won't be doing that. So you would do it from here. This is the main climb that we used for the longest time. Can I do it anymore? I guess not. Like that. And then you would far reach up here. You would double jump to cancel your heart animation. You would do an F cancel. And then just do this. And she's on the painting again, right? And done. Now, this is going to be black. Like, when I skip this, there's no credits. Completely normal. Don't worry about it. Nothing you can do about it. We kind of skipped the trigger for this, so yeah. I don't think I forgot anything. But there's been so many people asking for this now. Hopefully this cleared some stuff out. Mostly the tutorial is still totally fine. If there is something missing, please let me know. I will try to guide you. And the people in the Discord, the speedrun.com, if you go to speedrun.com and Dishonored 2, and you click the Discord button, we have channels for Dishonored 2, and you can just ask help there, and we have lovely people helping you. Not necessarily me, but I mean, you don't want my help. I'm fucking stubborn asshole. I'm just gonna be like, bruh, just do it, okay, buddy? But there's lovely people who will help you. So, sorry, this was very unscripted, very shit most likely. But like I said, I would love to make an in-depth mission by mission by mission by mission tutorial for both Corbett and Emily. So when there's new strats, I can replace that one video instead of having to do an entire video. I didn't really feel like doing an entire 9-mission video when most of the stuff is the same. So hey, have a good one. Catch you later. And hopefully I didn't forget anything.